Did you know that behind every cinema legend lies a man with very real flaws? Jean-Claude Van Damme, the global martial arts icon, isn't just the invincible hero we see on screen. His journey, as turbulent as a street fight in Kickboxer, reveals chaotic romances, family dramas, and a secret battle against inner demons. Sit back as we dive into the tormented backstage of the life of the man nicknamed the Muscles from Brussels. Chapter 1. Roller Coaster Romances. At 20, in 1980, Jean-Claude married his first wife, Maria Rodriguez. But this marriage, as short as a boxing round, ended quickly. Bouncing back like a true fighter, he remarried in 1985 to Cynthia Derderian. Yet this relationship resembled a cursed screenplay. Arguments, misunderstandings, divorce within a few years. The most surprising part? Van Damme gave it another shot with the same Cynthia, a fleeting reconciliation, worthy of the plot twists in his films. The real turning point came in 1992 when he met Gladys Portuguez, a bodybuilding champion. Their story began with fireworks. Marriage, 2 children, family life, but even then, storm clouds gathered. In 1994, filming Street Fighter triggered an earthquake. Van Damme began an affair with Australian pop star Kylie Minogue. Humiliated, Gladys filed for divorce. Chapter 2. The Sun in the Storm. While Jean-Claude tried to salvage his marriage, against all odds, he succeeded by reconciling with Gladys in 1999. His son Nicholas, inheritor of explosive genes, spiraled into real-life tragedy. In September 2017, in Tempe, Arizona, the 22-year-old student was captured on surveillance camera punching an elevator wall. What seemed minor turned into a nightmare. Police followed blood trails to his apartment, where they found him threatening his roommate with a knife. For 2 hours, Nicholas held the man hostage, a scenario far more violent than his father's action films. Arrested, the young man received 18 months of probation. This episode exposed the invisible fractures in a family far from Hollywood's glamour. Chapter 3. The Shadows Behind the Legend. But the trials didn't end there. Bianca Van Damme, Jean-Claude's daughter, also became a tabloid figure. Between mental health struggles and family conflicts, she embodies the price of growing up in the shadow of an action titan. As for Van Damme himself, his battle against addiction, especially to drugs, is a near-daily, secret fight far tougher than his cinematic brawls. Yet despite the storms, Jean-Claude and Gladys, married since 1999, stand strong. Their story? A lesson in resilience, like a return to what matters after the excesses of fame. Chapter 4. The Fall and Redemption. The Van Damme saga isn't just an action movie. It's a blend of Greek tragedy and Hollywood rebirth. From private wounds to public scandals, each trial reveals the fragile humanity of a man who spent his life playing the invincible hero. If you want to understand how the Muscles from Brussels transformed his trials into strength, stay tuned for the next chapter. Discover how martial arts saved his life and why he became, against all odds, a symbol of resilience. What about you? Did you know this hidden side of Jean-Claude? Leave a like if you're fascinated by imperfect legends. Subscribe to catch the next installment, and share this video with movie fans who believe heroes have flaws too. Revised version **. Imagine a young girl who shines with both mesmerizing beauty and deadly mastery of martial arts. This isn't a fictional character. It's Bianca Van Damme. Beneath her brunette hair and model smile lies a warrior determined to rewrite the rules. Her story began at age 7, when her mother, a passionate bodybuilder, enrolled her in martial arts to teach discipline. A choice young Bianca met with grimaces. She dreamed of tutus and ice skates, but fate had its irony. A skating injury redirected her to the mats. And there, magic happened. Against all odds, this reluctant teenager discovered a burning passion for combat sports. She trained with a ferocity that stunned her instructors. "I didn't just want to be a student. I wanted to master every move, every strike like a perfect dance," she confided. Over the years, Bianca developed a powerful philosophy. Femininity isn't incompatible with brute strength. Why should little girls have to choose between grace and power? she declared in a standout TED Talk. I want to show them you can cross your legs at dinner, then elegantly break boards. This bold vision opened Hollywood's doors. In 2008, she debuted alongside her legendary father, Jean-Claude Van Damme, in The Shepherd, Border Patrol, a collaboration that wouldn't stop there. 7 joint films, where each fight scene became a dialogue between their styles. Yet Bianca initially refused to use the Van Damme name. I started under the pseudonym Van Varenberg to prove I stood on my own merit, she explained. For nearly 20 years, she sculpted her body and her craft away from the spotlight, perfecting the combat techniques that made her father famous. But the shadow of the muscles from Brussels loomed over every step of her career. Some producers told me, "You're just a pretty face with a famous name," she recalls, her eyes sparkling with defiance. It's this chip on her shoulder that transforms her into a stereotype-defying machine. And speaking of complicated legacies, consider this revealing incident involving her father during a 2017 interview on Australia's Sunrise. Calling in from Bangkok, Jean-Claude faced yet again the question that haunted his entire career. What about that romance with Kylie Minogue? His exasperated reply snapped back, "Yes, I love Kylie. I love everyone." This viral moment epitomizes the weight of cliches that Bianca battles daily too. But this story is just beginning. If you want to discover how the legend's daughter became a legend in her own right, join us for the rest of this adventure. Until then, don't forget, like, subscribe, and share this video to support stories that break the mold. So, remember when Jean-Claude Van Damme was everywhere? But hold on, today's story is heavy. Picture this, the action movie icon mid-interview, simmering with rage. You see it? Journalists had been asking him the same questions for 25 years. Your workout routines, your future projects, your advice for young people. Over time, it wears you down. Then, right in the middle of that Australian interview, Van Damme snaps. His gaze turns dagger sharp. He rips off his mic with a sharp gesture and declares, "Sorry guys, I'm done here. No fake politeness." His voice trembling with irritation, he explains, "I'm 55. I want something new." Questions that break the mold. And then an impromptu cut. He storms off muttering a string of curses. Not exactly kind to Australia. A rant that summed up years of media fatigue. What remains fascinating is how this story mirrors Hollywood's paradoxes. Do action stars craft personas so larger than life that they blur with their own fiction? Van Damme seemed to weather the storm like his on-screen heroes, with equal parts grace and mystery. As for Dux, his name now lingers in the urban legend of forgotten rivals, those who dared to challenge giants, even without victory. If you have juicy anecdotes about martial arts in cinema or thoughts on this extraordinary legal saga, drop a comment. We love hearing from you. And if this dive into Hollywood's underbelly intrigued you, show some love. A thumbs up, a share with your cinephile friends, or a subscription to catch our next videos always makes our day. Thanks for watching till the end. And see you soon for more tales where reality often outshines fiction.